Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Here's what happened on our previous shows.
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
We're streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to PBKC on this beautiful Thursday afternoon for a live broadcast on twitch.tv/PBKCpoker. And we're broadcasting live on YouTube right now if you search PBKC Poker. My name is Mike Jameson. Today I'm joined by Mikey B. Say hi, Mikey B. Get into the camera
hey.
frame. There he is.
Hey, everybody.
It's Mike and Mike today.
We're here.
The Mikeys are here.
We're here.
I feel like they've kept us apart for long enough.
Yes.
We're back today, broadcasting live, 1111 North Congress Avenue here in West Palm Beach, conveniently located right across the street from the airport, playing some 2-5-10 no-limit hold'em with a great cast of characters, a usual Thursday afternoon crew right here at PBKC. And Mikey B will be calling the action, and I expect a lot of action today.
Yeah, I think today's going to be one of the good ones. Got a bunch of good action players here. We got Vanessa in the 2 seat. She likes to play a little bit. We obviously have seat 4 is normally Brandon, as we call him here. But his name today is Nonarb.
Nonarb. I like it. I don't know
original.
what it means.
It's supposed to say Brandon backwards, but I think we forgot the D.
Well, his name, I don't know. Is it Brandon or is it Brandon?
Brandon. But it makes sense now that it's Brandon because we haven't put a D in his name in like 8 weeks, so now it works.
I swear to, I thought like Brandon, but that's different. I'm like, oh, that's a different
That's
name.
original.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. His parents, like, thought outside the box and Brandon, but I guess not.
Yeah, so here's our lineup tonight. We got Vanessa in the 2, Doc in the 3, Brandon in the 4, our good friend El Burrow in the 5, Walter's in the 7, Linnell's in the 8, Kimberly, a.k.a. Black Widow, is in the 9.
Black Widow, I like that.
And Square Dance Caller is in the 10. We have one player potentially coming. We don't know if he's going to be in the 6 seat or the 1, so we'll wait till he shows up.
Okay, sounds like a fun day.
It is, and we're at Brandon. He's got pocket 4s here, under the gun. He may limp here, or he may raise. What do I know? There it is.
Raise 35.
El Burro. Linnell
Get him.
splashing.
Is that a hockey hat? Or no, what is it? Yeah, hockey. It's hockey?
The Vegas Golden Knights. All right, Square Dance Caller's got a hand, so it's getting raised. As you can see at home, we don't know what Kimberly's cards are. I'm going to assume that she has, like, Jack King suited.
Does she actually like being called the Black Widow, or are you just kind of making that up?
No, they actually gave her that nickname on the Thursday stream a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I like it.
And she's kind of just ran with it. So, yeah, I can get behind it. I'm a fan of it.
Still haven't seen that movie yet. I'm sure it's pretty good, though.
I haven't watched it either yet. I'm not, like, going to go spend all the money.
I'll wait until it's free.
Yeah, seat 4 name is backwards. Brandon.
You got a card cut? Paper cut?
Yeah, I think that was intentional, Ron.
Yeah.
I guess since we've been spelling his name wrong for the past 2 months that he's been on the show, I mean, I guess he's going to change his name sooner or later.
Facts.
I know one thing that whatever his name is happy about today, and that's that Noah's not on the show. Not a huge fan of his.
All right, so Jerry's going to move into the 6th seat. Oh, look at that. Square dance caller has a straight draw. Brandon has a set.
1,000 for Jerry. 1,000.
As we yelled randomly what Jerry's buying in for. Yay!
You know, Jerry's joined the show. That is Paddock Jerry. We love Jerry. I was just in the paddock doing a live video about an hour ago. Let me tell you, if you haven't been over there lately, I don't know how much time you've spent.
I saw
in
the
paddock.
video. I saw the video on Facebook. I was enjoying the. I've been there like twice.
Okay.
So seeing everything that's been done to it.
Oh my God.
It almost looks like a brand new place.
I wasn't there for a week, and I feel like it's a different place. It was, I mean, the amount of TVs, and we're not talking about these little TVs like tabletop TVs. I mean, these are massive 85-inch TVs all over the place, big screens that come down from the ceiling. It is unbelievable over there. If you haven't checked it out, you're going to be there tonight to see Nick DiPaolo performing live. Tonight's the kickoff of comedy season in the paddock. Nick DiPaolo goes on tonight. There's still a few tickets left. It's almost a sold-out show. There's a few tickets left. You want to buy them, go to Eventbrite right off our website at pbkennelclub.com.
Brandon going to bet 450 here. Okay, that didn't take long. And Brandon wins with a full house.
Cornbread Ron has never been to the paddock. And Ron, I think you're going to have to change that, my friend.
Yeah, I would suggest it.
I'll be honest with you. I hadn't spent a lot of time at the paddock. I used to go to the paddock when I was a kid for my birthday every year. Every single year for like my birthday lunch, my family would take me to the paddock restaurant. And the most fun thing over there was every time I'd go for my birthday, Pete Rose was always there.
Nice.
Okay, and I would like, Pete Rose would walk by the table and be like, "Hey, Pete," and he'd look up and he'd say, "Hey," and he was the nicest guy. I mean, I obviously didn't have a lot of interactions with him, but it was so cool to see Charlie Hustle hanging out in the poker room.
Oh, yeah.
in the paddock restaurant, you know.
So the real question here is, with the potential of us getting sports betting, will we see more Pete Rose here?
I'd hope so.
Okay.
I haven't seen him here. I used to see him at everywhere in this building at certain points, and it was just like, if he wasn't here, like where is he? Like we were worried about him. You know, it was so much fun back in the day. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what people say. Charlie Hustle needs to go into the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
And I hope that's going to happen sooner or later. I hope.
Actually, he's tried. So whatever the other one that you're not is.
All right.
We've had a lot about the players on the table today. Group of guys that play each week, and they're real close friends, obviously.
They are a good group of guys. They are very friendly with each other. They play multiple times a week. So it's one of those things where they're also trying to make money, but they're also having fun with their friends. So
They are.
It's dual purpose.
More than halfway there, Jerry.
All right, so because of Jerry's coming in, we're gonna play this hand with no card graphics.
Okay.
So oh no, we got him. All right, cool. I was wondering if because Jerry showed up, we may have kicked ourselves for a minute. Sometimes it takes a minute to resync. That's why I was like, oh, maybe we'll be without him. So Linnell raised to 40 with 3 deuce of hearts. I love it. Vanessa checks. Oh, we're gonna go around. 10 of spades on the turn. That gives Kimberly, aka Black Widow, the straight. Vanessa's got a pair. Doc's got a straight draw. 160. New dealer today.
Yeah.
We have Juan, one of our newest acquisitions, as I would call it.
Was he a free agent?
I believe he was a free agent. I
Good.
believe we were able to acquire his services.
That's good. How many years?
We can't break into financial.
Short-term deal.
We
Okay.
can't break into financial
Got
things. That's one of those that we can't let other organizations know what our strategies are. So we're
I
gonna
understand that.
We're gonna keep that one close to the vest. But yeah, One's one of our newer dealers here. Really good guy. Nice to see some fresh blood. We love the usual crew, but it's nice to see some.
It really is.
Some new guys getting some work out here.
More than ever, we're seeing new dealers on the show, and it's nice not to have to see Brian all the time. I like Brian. Don't get me wrong.
He said that, Brian, not me.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. No, I can say that because obviously, but I'm going to see him this week at the card show, and he was shocked because I'm like, hey Brian, remember the card show's this Sunday, and he's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, it's the last Sunday of the month.
It's already here.
It feels like it's every 2 weeks, but it's every month, the last Sunday of each month, and it's this Sunday.
So I'm intrigued that Kimberly here didn't put a bet out with her straight on the turn. She put out a raise, dot called, but she didn't put out any kind of bet on the river there. So it's one of those where I would have thought she may have put a no with the practice squad reference.
Picked them off a practice squad. I like it. However, we got to get him. We got to get him.
I mean, it's almost like the Rule 5 draft in baseball, where it's like, we want him.
Yeah.
We're going to put him on our roster.
Exactly.
We went and got him.
We made him a starter. We took him off the practice
went
squad.
and got him.
We made him a starter, and here he is on the big show.
Yes, sir. We actually have a dealer change, and is coming Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar, who likes the Cowboys, and he got a win last week, and he was actually very confident in the ability of the Cowboys. I said, oh, they really, really got lucky on that one and just barely won it. He goes, no, they didn't.
I believe the score dictates that they barely won that game. They did get away. They did come away with the victory. They did do what they needed to, but that game could have been a lot different very quickly.
It's a Cowboys Skylar, a win is a win. It really is.
Kimberly races to 30 here with pocket threes. I'm surprised Square Dance Scholar folded an ace there.
Eagles Cowboys this week, though. That's a rivalry.
Oh boy.
Right there.
Noah versus Skylar.
I got Jalen Hurts on one of my fantasy teams, so I'll be rooting for the Birds.
Is your team name Hurts Donut?
No, it's not.
I feel like that's a perfect team name.
I like that name, though.
Hurts Donut.
I do like it. Maybe I'll change.
All right, so El Burrow called with nines. He is now in the lead. Oh, and Kimberly hits her set. No spade on anyone's hand.
Nope.
So at this point, you may be able to put somebody on a flush. We'll see. $40 from El Burrow.
Noah has a team called Hurts So Good.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
It's
one.
not bad, yeah.
My one league, because I have Jerry Judy on my team, my
okay.
team name is Judge Judy.
Oh, wow. Well, you're not going to have him for about 6 weeks. So
Yeah, that would hurt. That would hurt a little bit.
team name's not going to make any sense for a little while.
Nah, he's still on my roster, though.
Oh, no, you got the three. I'm sorry, I didn't see the three.
Set of threes from Kimberly gets the win.
Wow, how do you call pocket threes on that board at night when you look at the three?
Oh, yeah, and then my other league,
Oh, now I get it.
my second league, my team name is Balls to the Waller,
I like
because I have
it.
Darren Waller.
I just actually acquired him in a trade.
Ooh, nice.
That's the only Raider I have on either one
Only
of my
Raider I
teams.
have on any of my teams
And
is Waller.
I'm that's my team, the Raiders, and they're 2-0, but I don't really have that much confidence in any of them.
Nice.
But Waller's a monster.
He
though.
is.
What
He's
a
really
monster. He is.
All right, so it looks like they're going to play a bomb pod here, 20 or 20.
We're paying him for food, so he doesn't put
Okay, cool. So they're doing a bomb pod here for $20. So what a bomb pod is, basically everyone's going to get their hands and we're going to go right to the flop before anybody has a chance to bet. People like to do this because it likes to, get pots going and it's a nice change. Oh, my last team name is JT and the Sunshine Band because I have
okay.
Jonathan Taylor of the Colts. So
JTT, yeah.
yeah, I gotta go with random.
I loved him on Home Improvement, too.
Oh
He
yeah,
was so
Jonathan.
good.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
He really was.
Okay, so they're playing a double board bomb pod here. So our graphics really probably aren't going to pick this up all the way. So it's be one of those where we can kind of play at home if we want. First board is 9 deuce 5. Second board looks like it's queen deuce 7. Nope. Queen 9 7. All right, 2 turn cards. Queen of diamonds on the top. Deuce of spades on the bottom. We got a lot of 9s, a lot of queens, and a lot of deuces on these boards. It's very fun. Very fun. Go to the river. 6 of spades, 4 of hearts. 3 players. El Burro. Check, check, check. Let's see what happens here. So El Burro's got a flush on the top. Pair of 7s on the bottom, so they're going to chop Kimberly and the ante money between Square Dance Caller and El Burro. It's Ryder Cup week,
I'm intrigued.
by the way.
Oh, you just mentioned that before. That's an exciting week for you.
I love Ryder Cup.
You are into everything, honestly.
Yeah,
I could be
can
like,
be.
man, that wiffle ball championship's coming up, and you'll be like, oh, I like,
ESPN 8 Ocho. Come on.
I like Armstrong or something like
Yeah.
that. That's how you are. You know everything.
I like the Globo Gym Purple Cobra Sharks.
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah.
What's intriguing me is if you look at the Square Dance collar, he's got strings in the back.
Mhm.
And what is he wearing?
I think it's his mask.
Is it okay? That explains it.
I'm gonna say that it's his mask.
Is that or he's wearing an apron? One or the other.
I mean, either or isn't an option that I would say it wasn't.
No.
I could see it being either or. Nope, it's his mask. We can see
That's- okay,
because
it's his
Josh
mask.
switched the camera over for
Okay.
us.
That I kept seeing that. I'm like, what is this? Now it makes all the sense.
It all makes sense now.
So earlier on, you were mentioned about newer dealer Juan, who's on the show, and one of the things we like to talk about on the show is we're looking for new people. We're looking for new blood to come into the poker room, come into the track, work at the paddock, work at mutuals, in the poker room. Come here. We got a lot of exciting things coming up. We really do. I'll be honest with you. I've worked here for, come next month, 27 years. Okay, 27 years of my life, and of all those years, there's never been more going on than today and tomorrow and right now. And we have so many great events coming on. The possibility of sports betting. We're looking for new employees. You want to come out here, get a job application anytime.
Yep.
Anytime you want to, day or night, as long as we're open, you can get an application. And we have another job fair coming up this Saturday, 10 to 1, in the terrace on the second floor. You can meet with the managers. We'll find the perfect job for you. Come out to the job fair. If you can't make it, go to our website and click on Now Hiring and find out what jobs are available.
Yeah, I saw the turnout. What was it? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday was a pretty good turnout for the
It was.
Tuesday night one. You know, I know of a couple people that are friends of mine that have come in and put in applications for different jobs in different departments. So I think it's nice that we're growing ever so large by the day.
It is.
And it helps that, you know, Bad Beat's still going.
It is.
For those of you watching, I think it's ! Bad Beat. It'll tell you what the current Bad Beat is.
It's not going to tell you what the current bad beat is.
well,
It's going to
close
tell you
enough.
what a bad beat is. But
All right, cool. Then we'll fix it after it says it. So if you hit it, we'll tell you what the real number is.
There's a couple things we need to fix on today's show, and that's one of them.
What about ! Enter for the?
You can do that.
all right,
No,
cool.
You can definitely do that.
So if you've been watching for 10 minutes, hit the ! And then enter, and you'll be entered for a seat in the Big Dog event coming up October 8th through the 10th. Here, it's a 2-day event with day 2 being on Sunday. You can get a shot to get a free seat into that. So, you know, it's not bad.
Oh, not a bad deal at
Not
all.
a bad
That's $500 value.
Exactly. I mean, I would. All right, so we can't read Kimberly's cards. Vanessa has deuces.
Yeah, Ricky entered and successfully bought a ticket. Coin Laundry, just wait a little while longer. It takes you about 10 minutes to be in the room to go in there and get one of those.
The Rio's not bad. The World Series?
Okay, one of them, they have two
Yeah, 2 towers. They do. Yeah, one of them is old and crap.
2 towers.
I mean, it's not luxury. The other one's like Stone City. 4 players. But I mean, the only good thing is if you're playing tournaments there. Yeah, you just go right there. That's the only reason I say it's not bad. Yeah.
All right, so Linnell flops a flush draw here. Doc's got a pair of 9s. El Burro's got a pair of 9s. Vanessa, with her deuces, has now gone down to 4th place. All right, so Doc bets 80. It looks like El Burro is going to call. Linnell with his flush draw calls. Vanessa's going to call with her deuces, seeing if she can float and maybe hit a deuce here on the turn. Turn card. Ace of diamonds.
Well, I mean, recreation on the streets and stuff. I think you can. No, but not in the, right? They don't let you do it inside of the. Oh yeah. So where could you smoke if it's recreation?
All right, turn card, river card. Whee! And Linnell hits his flush.
Hit the front door and back door and just smoke up and walk right back in.
Ah,
Now he's doing that 20 years.
And Linnell's mad because nobody else bet his hand for him. Sometimes you can't get sneaky. Sometimes you gotta bet your hand.
no, nobody has the ace of
Coin Laundry says, no, I'm not waiting for anything. Ah, I like that. I like his style.
I do too. Tell them what you want, what you really, really want.
For sure.
Listen, as long as you know, that's when
Thanks, Sporty.
That's what I'm here for.
Which Spice Girl would you be?
I think by default, I think I have to be Sporty Spice.
You want to be Sporty
I think I
Spice?
have to. I know too much about sports. That's why I think it's
That's
too much.
What about being posh and being married to David Beckham? Take that?
I don't think I'm British enough.
Ah, that's true. I don't think you are either.
Nope.
So we're going to cover a lot of topics today. I always like to pick Mikey B's brain because he knows a little about everything. And so it's going to be a crazy show. We're going to talk about baseball. We're going to come up with football, basketball, wrestling. You know, everything we're going to talk about today, I'm sure, at some point or another.
Can we talk about how awful that game's going to be today
Oh, yeah.
between Houston and Carolina?
I don't even know, honestly. I have to look at both of my fantasy teams. I'd like to be surprised. I want to see, like, oh, who do I have playing tonight? It's going to be exciting to watch. And I was looking at both my teams. I don't have anybody on either team. I mean, there's only one player that I would have on Carolina, and he was the first pick in most people's drafts, so I didn't get him.
Yeah, I have McCaffrey in one league, and then I have DJ Moore in another.
Yeah, that's about the only other player on the Panthers that anybody has.
Yep.
But Houston, oh man, boy, I'm telling you,
not good.
No. Now, when they scheduled that game, obviously they thought vastly different about how
Deshaun
good
Watson
these
versus
teams.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it would have been a good game.
And now it's Davis Mills versus Sam Darnold.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Sign me up.
we took it downstairs.
I'm not looking forward to that.
No. Oh, and that's even more reason to come tonight to the comedy show.
Yeah, exactly, because there ain't going to be much to watch in that game.
That's one of the things I was worried about. Having comedy shows on a Thursday night, you think, oh, no. I mean,
Going up against Thursday Night Football,
Yeah.
all that.
not tonight.
But I've always said that the Thursday night games outside of opening night are kind of worthless.
They are.
They
for the
never
most
really
part.
book big matchups in those Thursday night time slots. It's always like, here's a battle between two teams from like the AFC South, where it's like, let me get Houston versus Indianapolis. It's like, why?
No. Unless you're from there, nobody cares about those. Or unless you're betting on them. That's it.
That or fantasy.
Yeah.
Those are the only two reasons why you're like glued to that game.
Yeah. Nobody's watching the game tonight, so there's no reason not to come to the comedy show in the Paddock Restaurant.
Oh, Linnell is bringing us red velvet cupcakes.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah, this has been a great day so far.
It's going to be very quiet for about the next like
It
30
is.
seconds
Thanks.
while me and Mike eat
Thanks
these
a
red
lot.
velvet cupcakes.
This Thursday show has turned into my favorite show of the week, hands down.
Yep.
The guys at the table are generous. Linnell is great. They actually brought us lunch today. It was delicious. They brought us cupcakes. I mean, come on. Like, what more can you ask for?
I mean, I'm on a one-stop track to diabetes,
Yeah.
and this just is the to get over the
You
hump.
mean diabetes?
Diabetes.
Okay.
I am.
It's weird you pronounced it wrong for a second.
I know, it's weird. It's because I think I went into a diabetic shock from that cupcake that I just ate in like 2.8 seconds.
Yeah. That cupcake was here and gone.
And it's
didn't
gone.
see- Yeah.
I mean, me and a group of my friends are known as Fat Kid Certified for a reason.
I saw that. That's your name on what
That's
is
my
it?
Instagram name.
Instagram name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, these all are all regulars. Ace Me 8.
All the regs.
Everybody who's on this show now has played at some time or other or weekly on this Thursday show.
We do miss GW though.
Yeah. GW hasn't been here in a couple of weeks.
He said he was taking some time off.
Hope he's doing well.
Yes. Shout out to
He's
GW.
usually the life of the party.
He was. He was always the life
Yeah.
of the party. That's for sure. So this flop has been very unconnected to everybody. Check, check. Jerry's going to lead out here with Queen Jack. Let's see if Walter can make a call here with Ace High. He does not. Black Widow. She folds, as does the square dance caller, and that one's a win for Jerry. Paddock Jerry, while we talk about a concert, a comedy show at the Paddock restaurant, I think this story writes itself.
He's going to be there. 100% chance he's there. And this isn't just a one-time thing. Comedy season officially starts tonight in the Paddock, and it's Nick DiPaolo. That's a great guy to start off with. Nationally world-known comedian.
Correct.
Everybody knows the name. I remember talking about it to you a month and a half, 2 months ago, and immediately you're like, oh, I know Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
The next up, 2 weeks from today, that's going to be October the 7th, will be Kevin Farley. Kevin Farley's been in so many different movies, and he's a hilarious comedian.
Yes, he is.
He still hangs out with the guys like David Spade, Adam Sandler, those.
Nice.
His brother was actually Chris Farley. That's why a lot of people know him, but he's a hilarious comedian, and he'll be in the Paddock 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple of Kevin's bits, and he's just as funny as his brother.
Oh, for sure.
Was. So if you're in the area, definitely come out and check out Kevin Farley. You'll definitely enjoy the show from him. Brandon here has Ace Jack of Diamonds. It's been raised by Walter, who has King Deuce of Hearts. Ooh. Wow, Brandon, come on. Come on, Brandon, on.
Call there and then fold on the flop.
No narb. No narb. No narb. Walter wins with the King Deuce of Hearts.
Ooh. Yeah, go ahead, just like a couple of people have done in the chat, and hit exclamation enter. And then you're entered to win one of those seats to the big dog. And I think we're giving out of the way, I want to say it's October 2nd, something like that. It's a Saturday show on Rose's show. We'll be giving those away.
It's probably the 2nd because
It is.
the 7th is that Thursday because the day before, the 6th is my birthday.
Okay. October 6th is your birthday?
Yep.
On a Thursday?
No, my birthday's Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Farley's here the day after my birthday, and then the big dog starts
The 8th.
The 8th.
8th to the 10th.
Yep. It's a slammed week. Ooh.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Black Widow has 2 A's. It's a pretty good hand. 2 A's. Linnell had raised to 40 with
You hear
3-7
that, guys?
diamonds.
Jerry wants prime rib.
Raised to 80.
Jerry will work on it. Oh,
when
boy.
Jerry speaks, they listen.
Oh, boy.
Raised 280. 280. Fold.
Oh, hold on, I haven't folded yet.
She's all in.
What was I thinking, huh? What was I thinking?
Black Widow's all in.
Kim has aces. Doc has jacks. Ooh.
You have pocket tens? With a ten of hearts? 10 of hearts?
Whee! Tool pair. And the Black Widow strikes again. Brendan, you get aces too often. Well, before the stream started, they were playing downstairs, and there was a big hand between Kimberly, El Burro, and I don't know who the third person was. And it was set over set over set, or set over set, and she had aces.
Wow.
I was in third place somehow with aces. So, yeah, it was pretty brutal.
A lot closer to 50-50.
Don't worry about it now, dog. Wait around.
55-45 maybe.
That's what I feel like too. I'm wondering if
They can't improve.
that's just a feeling. It's like
Three is coming in for 5. Oh, 1,000.
1,000.
There's still an open seat here if Ace Me 8 is asking. You know, this is the show to get into if you ever want to come and join the live stream. The Thursday show is the place to be. Give us a call on Wednesday. Talk to Cynthia in the poker room. She's at the host desk, and she will put your name down for this show if you ever want to be live on this live stream on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, Thursday's definitely the game to if you have the ability to get here, that's the game that you have probably the best chance of getting into, because obviously our Saturday game is the Omaha game. So unless you're a certified Omaha player.
7 kickers, guys. I did have 2 pairs.
You had 2 pair? Did you beat her? No, she had aces.
She had 3 pairs. She went for 3 pairs.
Kimberly wasting no time putting Doc's chips into play.
Boom. Good moving to C1.
So just to clarify, my chips are over there.
Jeez, Vanessa.
This is moving to C1. Heads up.
Ace Jack versus 5-4 diamonds.
Vanessa's got her own rules, right? That's for all of us.
Oh boy. Square dance caller just flops the joint.
Bet 50.
Next time you need to let us know.
Make sure you put your cards in the box.
We weren't sure if
And
there was
C2.
something or not.
Make sure you put your box, cards in the box in C2, okay? Vanessa, we'll keep. Here, C2. You gotta put your cards over here. Because they have it registered as C2.
That's how they have a program.
Alright, she's going back.
Can she put him in seat 1 now? Brandon, make some text, man. Give me 2 and 2.
How come you don't have aces?
A lot of people are out of town. I got Nick on standby for tomorrow.
Thank
He's
you.
in for Saturday.
Well, so you're the 10.
I was wondering where he's been. Where's he been?
No.
That's well.
The first couple weeks.
All right, so Kimberly here with a VPIP of 78%, Doc with 42%, Vanell with 42%. Jerry has the lowest with 18, followed by Walter and Vanessa both with 21%. Action starts on Linnell. He's got 6-4 offsuit. He gets away from it. Kimberly calls. Square dance caller.
Raised to 45.
Vanessa makes it 45 with the king high. Folds around to Walter. He folds.
Sounds like it.
All right. We are three-handed to the flop. A little bit of something for everyone here. Square dance caller has a pair of aces. Duck's got ace deuce for 2 pair. Vanessa has a 5.
55.
Square dance caller does have a straight draw as well.
Raised to 155.
155.
Air?
Vanessa gets away from her hand.
Heads up.
If you see at the top of the screen, square dance caller has 11 outs.
Wow.
He's all in.
Doc goes straight jam sandwich.
Take the 2 back down.
Here's 800.
Whoa. Whoa.
Full in. Thank you.
Doc's getting some chips back now. Good for a Doc.
It's a good fold. We've seen square dance caller call with aces sometimes where he was behind but still had outs and missed. So
He's going to like that.
change of pace from him, and I think it's a smart play there for him. Jerry has stepped away from the table. We have a straddle from Brannon.
He knew you were roping him in.
Hey, it's 175.
175 from Linnell. Kimberly folds. Square dance caller folds. Vanessa folds. Back to Walter. Lays it down, and Linnell takes this one very easily.
So when you started here, did you start as a host?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I started as a host. I was a host for a little under 6 months.
Okay.
And I think we had a situation similar to what it is right now, where we had the bad beat was really far up there, and it was a Friday night or Friday day. I was in as a host, and we were so busy that there were no breakers downstairs. So we were and one of the floors was like, "Hey, you deal poker, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, come sit on this straight 2 game for me until someone comes downstairs." And then nobody came downstairs.
Wow.
And he just kind of left me there. So yeah, and then they were like, "Okay, we trust you enough," and I'm like,
Go for it.
"All right, cool."
Yeah.
So yeah, then I started dealing, and the rest is history.
And now you're hosting the live stream. I mean, come on, man. That's
Yeah.
huge.
It was fun on Saturday with the friends from No Limit Pub Poker.
Yeah, I
Club.
was going to ask you about that. You and Carl were on here Saturday night.
Yep.
I know you had a great show. It was, from what I hear from everybody, and I was here for a little bit of time on Saturday, but what I hear from everybody, that crowd was awesome on Saturday.
It was fun because when we went to final table, we tried our best to keep everyone a little bit further away, because obviously we don't want anything happening to the table or any of the wires or stuff like that. So we tried to be a little bit more precautious and keep everyone a little bit further back. But they were lined up. If you guys have been here, where the table is, you have like an elevated seating level, then you have the actual tournament area. We had players lined up across the rail where the tournament supervisor's podium is, and they were all just standing up there like screaming for their friends and everything. So I felt like I was at like a high school football game or a college football game where they're like, "Let's go, Steve," and I'm like, I'm looking up and like people are screaming, and I'm like
screaming and doing the wave and holding up signs. And
I was waiting for the defense sign, but it didn't come. It's the only thing I was kind of disappointed about.
That's not good. Yeah, that sounds like a great time. I'm really sorry I missed it, but you guys here were later in the night on Saturday, and I know it was a huge success. So thanks to Carl and the crew from, what is the company called?
No Limit Pub Poker Tour.
No Limit Pub Poker Tour.
That's why they make them so small. So you just keep eating.
Yes. Cumulative winnings. Brandon's up. Kimberly is up.
How much is he on?
Doc's trying to get some of his money back.
17. Coming in, Jerry's.
Are you coming in? Doc's got jacks again. I don't know that I want jacks if I'm Doc.
Yes. With the finance card.
Raise to 65.
All right, so Doc raises to 65, it looks like. Jerry wastes no time getting back in the action.
You mind getting some red for us? I mean, white. Yeah, you gotta. We didn't bring any up because we were playing downstairs.
You coming in?
Oh, never mind.
I'll do it.
Oh, Jerry just wakes up with aces.
Ooh.
Wow, Doc is just
This is what he lost to last time? Oh, wow.
aces versus jacks
He's not
against
gonna
Kimberly.
like this. This is not
Nope,
good for Doc.
mm-mm.
Poor Doc.
Kimberly also has a queen jack of spades, so he has even less outs.
Wow.
Oh boy. So Kimberly can go runner straight. Doc can go runner straight, and Jerry is by far ahead.
Bet 125.
Doc's out.
Good fold,
That was a
Doc.
good move. He's gonna turn. He's gonna watch this back and be like, "Yes,
I made the right move." So if you look up Kimberly, it says she has 5 outs, but in the top right corner of the screen, you can see that only 2 of them are kind of brighter than the other one, so she really only has 2 outs.
Yeah, those are all the only ones that are still live.
So she can only hit the queen of hearts and only the jack of clubs.
Yeah.
Doubled up. Look on the bright side.
That's a good fold.
See your new Jerry Kings? He's bowling you.
She's allowed to look, and her only. You guys have to wait for the stream.
Pocket sixes.
I have pocket thirds.
She's happy about that.
So now you know what.
Jerry showed her his cards, and she's
Oh, aggressive frequency. This is a good one.
Those are yours.
Square dance caller,
wow.
Kimberly, Doc, all being very aggressive today. Be aggressive.
You know Jerry, he's not very aggressive in general.
No.
As a person.
Unless he has aces.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I can't just call again, been
One of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Back to our VPIP. Kimberly vaulted in the lead
Man,
of 72%.
commanding lead there.
Jerry at the rear with 20%.
He could see the field.
Yep. Linnell straddling, I think. I don't know. Oh, no, bomb pot. One came in. The VPIP thing was messing with me.
Yeah, I get it.
$20 bomb pot. 2 boards.
You might want to wait and see what's out there. Oh, this hits me usually. So the bottom one does.
4, 5, 10 on the first board. Second board is 7 something something. See, 2 board bomb pots in this game are very dangerous because at this point you're playing for one of the boards if your card comes. Oh, there it is. Jack 8-7 was the second board. We got 80 from El Burro.
Me too. Top, I don't even think I can. Bottom,
You know, I've been playing so much Omaha that I keep looking for more cards, but I only have 2. I'm like,
Kimberly
spreading
calls
them.
80. Square dance caller folds. Vanessa calls. Oh, 4-handed to the turns.
I went, it's on the menu, but they don't have it yet. So maybe I will be going.
That's one of the things that they're, proud of or whatever.
I'm sure they'll get it. They just haven't gotten it yet. Maybe for the
Yeah, the Black Widow and Jerry are both regulars at the Paddock restaurant. I've actually seen her in there plenty of times eating.
300. She's trying to go, this is Sparta. Vanessa folds, Doc folds. El Burro.
Here, Brandon.
He calls. We're going to go to river cards. First one is the 6 of clubs, and then the queen of clubs. So no flush draw got there on either board. She could have 7-8 on the first board to have a straight and 2 pair on the bottom board. That could probably get a scoop.
It's like since he was out of the country, he loved to play golf and tennis.
El Burro wastes no time calling.
Gamble.
It's just a call
You share the common interest in you.
All right, so she has a set of 10s, and he has a pair of jacks on the bottom, so they're going to chop this up.
Good day at the office.
I figured we were chopping.
Yeah, I had that feeling. I was just hoping you didn't have me on the other board. I thought I could win both boards, but
I could have
not with you betting twice. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. You could have too at 9. Yeah, 9er. There you go. Who flops the top set in a bomb pot? Who flops top set?
Kim, do you always wear like this? Like
You can't flop 2 sets in a
Yeah.
bomb pot.
I do. Yeah.
like forever?
Yeah.
10 on the top, 10 on the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, you could, right?
Wow, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
In the office, we button stick.
All right.
Do you want what happened?
No, the food's taken care of. Just take care of the view. Food's taken care of.
Instead of putting $20 on the bomb pot, paying them $20 each.
Went to showdown. El Burro has won every hand that's went to showdown.
I like it.
That's 3 hours and 60.
My watch is yelling at me to stand up.
That's why I don't like bomb pots. I never win them. Like I finally got a decent couple of days. Usually I lose every single one. I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to this morning. I'm so sick of that shit.
What was the food I missed?
Barbecue from Mission Barbecue.
Oh, it was
Mission barbecue.
Rub it in. Go ahead. I was gonna tell him it sucks. That you know, he was waiting.
It's all right. I have food on the way.
Yeah, we know.
They had,
They have the prime rib?
no, shrimp scampi.
Ooh, shrimp scampi.
Ooh, I like it.
What is scampi exactly? I don't do shrimp. I don't
White
do seafood.
wine, white wine, white wine, garlic,
Oh,
butter.
okay. It's the way to prepare it, I guess.
Most of the time in restaurants.
I don't use sea bugs, so I don't really.
So I just had a question on our Facebook. Is when's the next Mutt Derby? And it's becoming a hot question. With so much going on here, certain things sometimes, are not forgotten, but they're kind of pushed to the side because we have so many exciting things going on. The next Mutt Derby starts on October the 16th.
Okay.
Middle of October. And the way that September flew by, you know that October is going to go by even faster.
Yep.
So it feels like it's going to be tomorrow, but it's not.
Weird.
But October 16th, the first round of the Mutt Derby. More info, go to our website.
Spiders, lobsters are like sea bugs. Shrimp are the same. Look at shrimp. It's like something from fucking Matrix, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, I don't like that thing, man.
Don't try shaking the lobster.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard a shrimp compared to something from the Matrix.
Yeah. I've heard stuff like that be called bugs before.
I mean, I've heard them be called like sea bugs and sea slugs and stuff like that, but I've never heard it compared to something in the Matrix.
Yeah, I think they get a few minutes, so good times. At least
I'm trying to figure out if he's meaning that shrimps are the same as Keanu Reeves, or
Possibly.
I'm so confused.
You know what one of my favorite sea animal is? Sea pancakes. You know what sea pancakes are, right?
No.
Stingrays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sea pancakes. Those are awesome, aren't they?
I have a little bit of negativity towards stingrays.
Oh, not Steve Irwin. Don't
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
up. Don't bring it up.
Oh yeah.
Too soon.
Hold a level of resentment towards them.
I had a bird named Irwin. That's how much I love that guy.
Oh, nice.
He was amazing.
yeah. You know, I ate some fish. I ate like a swordfish.
8-6 deuce. Linnell with 2 pair. Square dance caller, trying for a straight potential. Vanessa's got bottom pair. Walter with top pair.
Yeah, white fish, white snaky fish. I don't like the fishy fish. You know what I mean?
He doesn't like the fishy
No,
fish.
nobody likes the fishy fish.
I do a salmon and tuna. Yeah, those are the only ones. Still. 185.
Walter makes it 185 with his top pair. How much fish is fresh fish? Fish could fry fresh fish.
I'm seeing more of that lately. Like people that are like, I don't eat any seafood. I'm like, what? Like my wife doesn't eat like shellfish and stuff because she's allergic to shellfish.
Well, I mean,
she can't have like,
allergy stuff makes sense.
Yeah, she can't have shrimp. She can't have lobster, any of that stuff. But I'm hearing more and more of people that are like, I don't eat seafood. I'm like, oh, that's different. Like it's just like something I thought everybody did.
That's one of those where it's like, you go to a steakhouse and someone goes, "Oh, I'm a vegan."
Yeah, that's
You're
the
like,
thing.
what? Like, I don't understand.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
It's kind of the thought process I have with people that don't eat seafood. It's like, but
It's
why?
like going to Red Lobster and like, hey, I want the chicken. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like,
Welcome to Red Lobster. How can I help you? Yeah, can I get a New York strip, please?
exactly.
Do you want any seafood on the top of that? No.
No.
What?
No, I just don't get it.
Go to Outback then. Go to Longhorn.
You got to know what to order at a lot of restaurants. You go to a sports bar, you don't get like a steak or something fancy. You get a burger, you get
Wings.
you know.
Go to Duffy's and you're like, yes, can I get the prime rib?
No. You don't want lobster. You don't want any of that. You want bar food, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If I'm here to, like, for my stomach to hate me later, I'm going to make sure that my stomach hates me later.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, like...
Exactly. Like, I'll go to the paddock and I'll order the most boring things, but it's still really good. I'll get like a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Something like that, but it's amazing there. It's like the best grilled cheese I've ever had.
Well, I've had it before. I just don't like it. It's like, I don't know. I mean, people love it. It's good stuff.
I don't think anything you put on is gonna happen.
We're all confused
Yeah.
on why you don't like seafood, Alvaro.
You know, next week we're going to have a buffet of seafood here for Marshall.
They don't have like.
He just said he orders a steak at seafood restaurants.
Oh yeah, filet mignon, dude. That's my favorite right there. And I finally learned that I now like filet mignon so much. I use it for all my steak dishes. Like I made a steak burrito the other day with filet mignon fries. Yeah, that was fantastic. I made beef stir fry and I did it with filet mignon. I Every time I make like steak fajitas, it's just like.
I don't know. Maybe that could be top pair open ended there.
When I go out, the only reason I don't get it too much is even that big cut.
Yeah, tiny.
That's why I'll get prime.
But more than that, that would be my bottom range, top open or something like that.
Shocked that we don't have everybody in seat 1 yet. I really am. We've been,
They normally only play 9-handed.
do they really? Because
Yeah, they normally leave a seat open.
I'm just shocked because if somebody wants into that seat, I'm sure they can get it. But we've been on the show almost an hour.
I always buy these and see how many you can fit in there in one time. I always regret it after I buy when I go fresh market.
Square dance caller leading out on the ace there. And it is on Bren. No.
And I always regret it because I eat the whole fucking thing. There are 4 huge ones, and I just cannot eat one, and I regret it after because obviously this one.
I totally know what Linnell's talking about.
Yeah, I've never tasted it. They're all chocolate, or they have chocolate on top. Just chocolate inside. Oh, inside. We had one on Indian Town Road, yeah. It's called Fresh Market, right? Yeah.
Fresh Market.
Town Road getting to the bridge to go.
So let's
Across the Myers.
let's get to the story at hand.
Okay.
AEW or WWE? Which one is it?
I have my pros and cons to both. Obviously, what AEW doing right now is revolutionized the sport of professional wrestling.
Okay.
But I'm also a guy that likes the stories,
Yeah.
and I don't know that necessarily I have a ton of stories. I mean, they're
Yeah,
giving us like the best matches
They
that
are.
you could possibly
They are.
have. But there's not a lot of build to those. There's not a lot of juice on the
I know what you're talking
meat on the
about.
bone.
There's not
of
months
it.
and months of talk. That's like, hey,
I think the other thing that is my holdback, and I've talked about this obviously on my podcast that I do with Ernest and
Go
my
ahead,
friend
shout
Joe.
it out.
That is at Take 3 Wrestling. You can follow us on Twitter at Take 3 Wrestling. Any of your major podcast distributors have us. I've said that them only doing 4 pay-per-views, I think, hurts them to an extent.
I agree.
Because they're loading up all of their weekly shows,
Uh-huh.
obviously trying to kill the ratings game, which awesome for them that they're doing
Yeah.
so well. I'm not saying this is a negative, but there's not a lot of meat on the bones. It's like we're running through matches very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega
That
really should have been a main
a
event
year
of
in
the
the
pay-per-view.
process. Yeah.
I mean, even if it's 6 months from now, I
Yeah.
mean that match is good enough. That match should be a pay-per-view.
I get where you're coming from.
Main event. Like
They bring CM Punk in, and like a month later, he's already wrestling, and now he's like what, on his 3rd or 4th match? At least on his third.
now.
WWE would have, he might have had 1 match already, but they'd be prolonging this, building it up, a rivalry.
Well, I like that they're actually putting him in a feud with Team Taz now, and they're doing something with him. The Bryan thing is the one where it's like his first match, he hasn't wrestled in
No.
5 months, and they're like, you know what? Here's Kenny Omega and the
Put him
champion.
against like
and-
one of the best in the world.
Yeah,
You know?
and I've heard really good things about the match. I haven't watched it yet because I was here last night working, but I've heard good things about it. I'm intrigued to watch it today when I get out of here. But I know that there are things that they're doing very well, and there's things that they can improve on.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that they're trying to get through right now. WWE gives you the storylines. It gives you the, we're a couple weeks away from our pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So everyone always goes, oh, well, Monday Night Raw is very repetitive. Monday Night Raw is repetitive because they're trying to get from point A to point B,
Yeah.
whereas AEW is just trying to get from one week to the next week on shows.
Yeah. They're like people that like live week to week.
Exactly.
You know.
Because they're loading up all these shows with like the best matches possible, and like I said, more power to them. Kudos to them. I'm actually going to one in Miami.
James L. Knight Center.
Yep, the one in the middle of October. I'm going to go to one of the 2 shows that they're here for. I went when they came back, the first stop of when they first started touring again. I was at the James L. Knight Center for that show. I love what they're doing. I love the matches that they're putting on there. But my fear as a wrestling fan is that it may be too much too soon.
Okay.
And they may kind of blow through some matches that, and that's a fear that I think people should have, especially because
I agree.
everyone goes, oh man, well, you know, they're putting up these big ratings against WWE and whatever. Yeah, WCW did that for 83 weeks, and
Yeah.
you know, then it became a cluster. And
Yeah, you don't want it to be another Nitro.
no, you really don't. And I think that's. I listened to a podcast. It is the Jeff Jarrett podcast
Okay.
that he does with Conrad Thompson, and they're actually the episode that got released on Tuesday. They're talking about the day that Impact Wrestling, or TNA at the time, went and was doing Monday night against Monday Night Raw because Hulk Hogan showed up. And literally he's like, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, we're not doing great ratings on Thursday. Why are we going to go up against a multi-billion-dollar company? So it's one of those where I think the way I look at it is Tony Khan as a businessman is worried about Tony Khan's business and not worried about what Vince is doing. And I think Vince is kind of the same way.
Yeah.
It's congratulations to those guys. They're killing it. But, like, I got to worry about my multi-billion-dollar organization before I worry about anybody else.
Yeah, this is the best. I think it's the best thing for WWE because it actually
Vanessa.
pushes them. It really does.
Vanessa raises to 205 with Ace King. Black Widow has 9s. Linnell has Jack 10. He folds. It's back to Kimberly here.
I have my favorite character, Vanessa, and I always hit.
Then go all in. Go all in. Get her out of the hand.
No such thing as always or never in poker. Never and always, 2 words in poker.
Every time. Go all in.
That ain't no problem.
Well, we know you don't have aces.
That's the end of the day.
Jeffrey Ninth Wonder asked, and this is for you, Mike, because you're Mr. Wrestling. Do you watch the Dark Side of the Ring series? And you do.
I do. I've watched most of I've watched all of season 1, all of season 2. I have fallen behind on season 3 because I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So
That's
I
no
don't-
excuse. I'm sorry.
I know it's not, but I've fallen behind. I have sat through the plane ride from
Yeah.
HE double hockey sticks.
I've heard enough about that. I don't need to watch the episode.
Yeah, it's a bad episode. It's not a fun episode.
No.
I did make it a point to go watch the Nick Gage one because I follow independent wrestling and I know about Nick Gage and I know about him getting arrested for robbing the bank and all that. So I made it a point to watch that one because that one intrigued me more than some of the other ones. Like the last one for this season is actually they're doing the Vince McMahon steroid trial.
Okay.
So like that one there's been stuff released on it, but there's still some stuff that has never been released on it. So I think that's one that I'll make a point to like sit down and watch.
Yeah, that's worth the watch. You're hearing some audio from the second floor poker room. They're having a tournament right now, and tonight's tournament is 1 in 10 win $1,000. And also tonight there's double points, double player appreciation points. So it's a great night to come out and play in the tournament at 6 o'clock tonight. Depending on how many players, if there's 30 players, it means 3 people walk away with $1,000.
Show me the money.
It's a great tournament. It really is. It's called the Survivor Tournament. You can hear Jamie's voice in the background. That's our tournament coordinator. She does a fantastic job. She's the best, a great friend. And she also updates the website too. Click poker on our website. Find out everything going on here.
So you don't watch the stream, but I'll be watching that hand. I'm curious about that one. Damn, I'm putting a missed opportunity. I'm on 25 straddle. I'm upset.
Oh, Jerry's upset.
Oh, Jerry's upset.
You don't see this very often. You know, one of my absolutely favorite things about Jerry, I like a lot of things about the guy. He comes in, he plays, he gets his food, he eats his food, and you don't hear from him for about an hour. And then he gets the itis, he hangs out with his friends for a little while here, and then he starts playing again. But that's what he does in every time, every single show. He eats on every single show, from the paddock or the terrace.
Yep.
He's just the greatest.
Absolutely.
And
I love Jerry.
The other day on the show, I want to say it was last Thursday, he was upset because he wrecked his work truck
No.
Okay, he actually has his work shirt on today. He has a company, and he wrecked his work truck, and he was talking about he hates it because he has to drive his pleasure truck around. And it just made me laugh every time he said that.
All right, so Linnell has queens here. Walter with ace-jack. El Burrow with king-10. Nobody raised. Linnell limps or checks his option with queens. Very sneaky.
I swear I did. 75. Your eyelashes are on the fucking Oh! Snap. Woo. He is in a bad mood today. Oh, yeah.
You got 7 deuce?
I told you.
No, I had a hand. I should have raised mine.
At least you know. Aggressive frequency. Square dance caller at 43%.
Aggressive.
That was a stupid lamp.
No Narb at 42%. But Doc at 38. Vanessa at 37. Jerry bringing up the rear here with 23%. I think that's because Jerry needs to eat.
He does.
No Narb, Linnell, Kimberly, and Jerry are all in the green. Everybody else is in the red, with unfortunately Doc bringing up the rear.
Check box, yes or no?
Yeah, or maybe. You got the maybe in there too.
No Narb.
No, maybe.
Yeah. Starts over.
He's going to raise to 40.
40.
Folds around to Linnell. He folds. Black Widow folds her 9-5. Square dance caller folds, and we move on to the next one.
Trust me, if I have cards to defend with, I defend. You know that by now.
I remember it.
Yeah, the great green gloves.
I remember that.
I remember that song. Greasy, grimy gopher guts.
Yeah. All the in-betweens.
A long time. Straddle for 20. Straddle for 20.
So Linnell straddling his button here.
He's getting too old for that.
Square dance caller folds. Vanessa with her 3-4 suited gets in there. Doc makes it 50 with ace-10. Jerry calls with pocket sevens. Linnell folds. Kimberly calls. Looks like Vanessa called as well. We're going to be four-handed to a flop. 5-6 jack.
There's my chair.
150.
Vanessa calls with her open-ended straight draw. Jerry wins.
Hey, you know what Jerry has? He's got hockey sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who taught me that?
Matt Fagan.
Yeah, it wasn't Noah.
No. I'm going to guess it's the hockey guy.
Yeah. And you know, Noah doesn't like when we say that, and so I make a point
Now
to
you're just
say
doing it just to spite.
each and every time. And he said to punish me, he's going to go through all those little names and little quirky things for all the different hands. But every time I see sevens, got to shout out to my buddy, the super fan.
I saw him earlier today.
Yeah, I saw him too.
You're right, Jerry. The 8 was an awful card. No good.
Mine's been the same for the last couple of weeks.
You guys are on the same side.
Yeah, man.
He does. Skylar does have a nice haircut.
Fresh.
Yeah. Nobody ever seems to say that to me. Hurts my feelings sometimes.
I mean,
Who doesn't like art? Come on.
I haven't had a good haircut in probably 20 years, I would say.
it's probably why then. Everyone's just used to you.
Yeah. No, I didn't go this way until a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
I still kept it alive for a while.
Linnell with top pair and a flush draw here.
Just for the lulls is now following us. Thanks, Just for the lulls.
Oh, hello.
We love lulls on this show.
Lol.
If you're in the room, go ahead and hit exclamation enter, and you're entered to win a ticket to the next Big Dog, and that is the weekend of October 8th through the 10th. That's just a couple days after Mikey B's birthday.
Yeah.
Which is the real reason to celebrate.
Excellent.
And that's a multi-flight tournament. 2 flights on Friday, 1 flight on Saturday, and then the final table will be broadcast live right here on Sunday, and that is October the 10th. It's the next Big Dog at PBKC.
There's only 1 flight on Saturday?
Yeah, 1 flight. And it's smart because having the flight in the afternoon, if you have one at night, that means the guys are playing so late.
I was here
And you know,
that Saturday night. It was
10 hours of donkey noise.
it was pretty bad.
You can't
It
say,
was
like,
long.
be here till, like, 3 and then come back tomorrow at noon. Like, it's a difficult thing, so.
Like 100 million views. 10 hours of donkey.
Jerry is chomping into that shrimp scampi real quick.
Wow. It's got almost 1 million views for 10 hours of donkey.
Donkey noise has 971,000.
10 hours of donkey noises.
Well, who doesn't like to listen to a donkey? I mean, come on.
Sounds amazing.
Listening 4 hours every Thursday.
At least 10 hours a week.
I like it. I listen for 4 hours. Oh, man.
Love it when a plan comes together. Do they have it in Spanish?
DMOJ111. Missed it. What's the buy-in? Are you talking about the Big Dog, or are you talking about this particular table here? The Big Dog buy-in is $500, and that's with a $50,000 guarantee. We say $50,000 knowing that it's going to be well over that. The last one in August had like 112,000 in the prize pool. So this particular table right here, Mike B would like to answer. Like, how much would it take to buy into this thing?
Most of them bought in for 1,000 or more to start our day today. Oh boy. So Walter hits, I believe, what is the last jack in the deck here. To now have trip jacks against Doc's ace.
Depends on the ship.
Yeah, I guess so.
Originally, they were doing them on Holland America. 450. America's a good line. Then they went to MSC, and it was.
So where does it go out of?
Jack?
Wait.
Well, they'll go out part of
So y'all run it
Yes.
once or twice?
When I went on the party poker cruise, they went out of San Diego and Fort Lauderdale.
So you got to they come there actually go out.
And Walter wins with 3 jacks. 3 of a kind.
You don't have to make an excuse. I think I'm running
good. Yeah, running great.
You have the anthem of the show.
You just hate to have the shoulder pain.
You know what? I'm going to forward that to production so that can be our starting song instead of the one they have. The 10 hours of donkey.
It's just going to be donkey noises.
I can guarantee you that we will not make it past about
Play in the beginning that's horrible.
38 seconds of that.
38 seconds. Why not on, how about Thursday shows? And I think Linnell would agree with this. We play the donkey noises under the live broadcast, just the entire 3-hour show.
Or we turn the donkey noise into a loop of like the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
It's just
love
the
it.
donkey noise with that as the
Like
beat.
the donkeys doing
Yes,
the beat. I like
correct.
it.
And, but that to start the show, we have to have El Burro come out and like
Yeah, he
pump
has
the
to-
crowd like
he
he's
has
like
to
in the
pump up the
NBA.
crowd.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do
in.
the announcer thing. Like,
Linnell, feel free to let us know if you're in on that. Just I know you're going to watch this later. So
I love it. I think it's a great
Doc,
idea.
Doc says, "quote I think I'm on tilt." Brandon. Oh, okay. Dropping F-bombs on him. All right, board number 1, 10-4 ace rainbow. Board number 2, 9-7-9 two spades. Doc decides to GF Wyatt for $310.
See, no possibility, no draw, no pair, no nothing.
9 or 3. Queen or 3. Queen or 4.
Nobody wants Dr. V. It's part of our group.
Gotta show them off. Oh.
Shows the 8
Nice flop.
and the 9.
Oh, damn. And you get some both.
Thank you.
Shouldn't have pulled my 9-10.
Come see.
Brandon, I'm on Tuesday. Maybe still here. Text Jack. Just in case. I can't. I said he was going to leave, though. Oh, he did? Never mind.
How you like the new job? That good, huh? Yeah.
Hey, if you see a waitress, can you send it down? Thank you.
He's the waitress. She's the waiter.
Oh, wait.
Well, I know
I'll
I do
take
that. I
a
do that a
club
lot. I
soda.
can't help myself.
I've never
It's a little
seen
trippy. I can't
I was thinking the other lady.
Club soda.
I've already kind of been doing it. I know. You know,
No thanks.
I feel like I'm tripping when I'm looking at it.
It's like
Raise to 50.
Walter raising to 50 with Queen 4 offsuit.
2:30. It's drink time? Is it drink time?
20 minutes.
Twilight Zone.
Who's drinking with me?
I'll do one.
All right.
This table's about to get loose.
I'll buy only if I win this hand.
Only from this
Three
hand. All right, everybody
players.
fold.
About to get loose.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Walter.
Everybody is rooting for Walter because Walter said if he wins this hand, he'll buy drinks.
Okay.
Doc says, I don't care about your drinks. I am all in.
Win it. You'll win it. Do it. How do you not call it? I'm on tilt. Thank you.
Because I don't want to sell myself on tilt.
Uh,
You play with a jack or a crush.
I had 2 of them.
Good.
when was the last time you were on tilt, Mike?
Last Friday,
Okay.
playing at the Hard Rock.
Nice.
I had 3 different 3-of-a-kinds lose.
Wow.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
It's pretty bad.
You were on tilt. Full tilt.
I was.
Good.
I didn't have many chips left in tournament after the 3rd one, and I literally was like, oh, look, I have 2 cards in front of me, and here's the rest of my chips.
Wow.
I didn't care anymore at that point. I couldn't have my hands hold, so I was just like, I might as well go play cash or go home and take a nap. So I got out of the tournament real quick. And I went and played cash for about 3 or 4 hours and made a total of $20, and yay
Ooh.
me.
Good for you. It's a profit.
Yeah. Jared's 25. You can't check. There we go.
Whenever they make you happy.
Ooh. Jack 5-3, 2 clubs. Walter has a flush draw. Doc with middle pair. Jerry with absolutely nothing.
Bet 50.
50. Doc folds, Jerry folds. Walter takes that one down.
I said I wanted to smile.
Look at Ricky entering again and getting another ticket.
Yeah, keep entering.
You can accumulate up to 100 tickets, and all you have to do is enter once, and as long as your name is in there, on October 2nd we can pull your name out. It's as easy as that. Last winner was Vinny, who plays on Friday night. That's Vinny's table. Vinny Guerra, I think that's how you pronounce his name, right? Guerra?
I think so.
Something like that. He won last time and won the ticket to the big dog. We also gave away, which we'll probably do this time too, 2 seats to a satellite. And those satellites went to the Story Dude and Zoners. Mike Zone out last time. And Story Dude actually made it to the top 20 of the big dog, which was really cool.
Yeah, I'm friends with Story Dude.
Yeah. He hasn't been in a lot lately.
He's working on a new business venture.
Good for him.
Yes, so it's taking up a lot of his free time.
And we don't see somebody in here for a while. I start worrying about him.
Yeah, no, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He was excited about this new thing that was starting, but he said that it was going to take up a lot of his free time. So probably why we haven't seen
get
him
it.
around recently.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, straight for Doc.
Bet 90.
Vanessa folds. Doc takes it down with the straight.
Thank you.
They delivered. Or Skylar brought it over. I'm fine.
Yeah, but they didn't open
I'm gonna take.
Burro.
So they'll bring the food over here?
El Barro. 66% showdown. It's pretty good.
See that Jared's the best. He paid Skyler to go over to the paddock and get his food.
Hey, I mean, I don't blame him.
I'd have gone over for $10.
Exactly. And if I'm Jerry, I don't want to get up from the table because I can make
No.
more money.
You might as well.
You got someone that's willing to do it, why not?
Raisy Daisy.
Raisy Daisies has been announced.
Remember.
I like that.
Let's make it.
You know, it's getting serious when a Raisy Daisy is
Yep,
called.
yep.
Raised to 50.
El Burro raises to 50 with Ace King of Hearts.
God, I want to wake up with something.
Welcome, Dano. Hey, there's no back cards. Just back
Welcome,
cards.
Dan.
If you call a shitty cards, you can really make it.
Three players.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll get the same.
Ace
same
Queen
vote.
6. El Burro with top pair, top kicker. Square dance caller with an ace. And Doc is just kind of hanging out.
Marshall's got 8-4. Clubs. No, 8-4 hearts.
75. That's up.
I was gonna say you can 7-5. And 8-4.
And square dance caller hits 2 pair here on the turn. This may get ugly for our good friend El Burro. El Burro looks like
160.
Oh, 160.
Raised. 375.
Got our song.
I have a hand that's very hard to fold.
They're all hard to fold.
Ace King is hard to fold.
I don't know if this stream deck works, but I'm playing crickets right now. Now I'm moving to heartbeat. I don't know if this is working or not. Only you can tell us if you're listening at home.
Big fold. Big fold coming.
If you have 200 cards.
Ryan, show him the river. Yeah, let's see the river.
Good fold.
You
Vanessa, you want a drink?
You got 2 of those?
No, he
Vanessa, you
Good fold.
Thank you.
want a drink?
Nice turn.
Got there on the turn.
Doc's gonna get the
Biggest surprise so far of the NFL season,
Your boys.
the Raiders.
I was very surprised that they went and into Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
Baltimore on a Monday night game at home. You know, you may get your best game of the year from your team week 1.
Yeah.
No injuries, coming off of a good training camp, stuff like that. So that game doesn't surprise me as much as being able to go on the road, go to the East Coast,
Yeah.
and beat a pretty veteran-heavy Pittsburgh Steelers team.
sure.
Definitely a surprise there. Also, the 2-0 Carolina Panthers.
That's a big deal.
You know, getting New Orleans to basically look pedestrian after they hung 38 on Green Bay in Week 1.
That was pretty surprising. Yeah.
I think we've figured something out, though. The New York Football Jets are where quarterbacks go to die.
Oh, for sure.
Sam Darnold leaves there.
Oh,
He's
that
2-0,
kid, yeah.
and now he's throwing the ball around like he's Johnny Unitas.
I remember such high hopes for Sam Darnold.
Every Jet fan thought he was the second coming of Joe Namath.
Yeah, exactly. What team do you worry about the most right now?
My panic button is more on the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans, yeah. You expected more.
Yeah, I know beating Seattle on the road is a good win, but their defense has always been like the thing that they've leaned on. Yes, they have Derrick Henry in the run game.
Yeah.
It took them 33 points to beat Seattle on
That's not
Sunday.
good.
I mean, they should win their division. There isn't many teams in their division that are going to be competitive,
Yeah.
but I don't know that they can keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs and teams like that in the AFC that are putting up 30 points regularly.
Of course.
I think the other team that I would say that I'm worried about, but not from a playoff perspective, from a building perspective, is probably the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer's coaching philosophy has not transitioned well to the NFL yet.
You hear his latest comment, he said it's like playing Alabama every week. That's what he said.
If you're worried about playing Alabama every week, then I don't know you should be playing. I don't know you should be coaching the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always heard things about his coaching techniques, and if everything equates to the NFL level, you know, the whole Tebow experiment, all these other things that he's done. And if Mikey B's saying something about your team, don't be offended. He likes you like the Bengals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We looked okay week 1 against Minnesota. Shot ourselves in the foot last week against the Bears.
Well, Tyler Boyd showed up. I was happy about that.
Yeah, he did. Burrow throwing 3 picks in that game definitely hurt us, especially one of them being returned for a touchdown. And then you had a shot there to get the ball back, missed a tackle on defense.
Yeah.
I've always said that this year was a year for the Bengals where if they finish 6-11, 7-10, I think that I'm almost happy.
Oh, yeah.
That they were that they've improved that much.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect it to be all right, well, here we go, guys. We're just gonna go and win the division. You know, 8 months after our franchise quarterback has ACL reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll make sure make that last seat the money balls.
Square dance caller gonna raise 205. He raises to 205 with Jack 10 off. I don't know how many callers he's going to get here. Nobody calling.
So, speaking of the Dolphins, that's our hometown team.
Yep.
I don't like them. You don't like them.
No.
Obviously, this week we're going to get the kid from right here playing.
Jacoby
Brissett. He's a local guy, and he's going to be starting this week, which I don't think is the worst case thing. He's actually one of the most usable backups in the entire league.
I agree.
If not one of the better backup quarterbacks. So I don't think they're going to have that many problems. One of the things I want to mention about the Dolphins is we actually have a Dolphin ticket giveaway right now on our Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/pbkennelclub.com to the game that's going to happen October 3rd, and that game is going to be against the Indianapolis Colts.
So we could get Jacoby Brissett versus
his ex-team,
Jacob Eason.
Is that who's quarterbacking now?
Well, Carson Wentz has 2 sprained ankles, so we don't know if he's going to play or not.
Yeah. Well,
so if he doesn't play, we're looking at a backup versus backup of Brissett versus Eason. I don't know about you guys, but that screams barn burner. I'm in.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Especially if I can go for free. Yeah, of course. I'm going to try to win those tickets.
And not only are we going to give you tickets, and good tickets, we're going to give you parking passes.
Oh.
See, I just sold you.
So now you get to go for free
Yeah.
and parking.
Yeah. Don't look now. Tim Wright is up there. Don't make eye contact.
Oh, he turned
Don't
around.
do it. Okay, thank God. Tim's the best. Tim Wright, who's our manager in the poker room. He sometimes comes up to the tournament area.
Yep.
My favorite thing is Tim just talks to you, even though you
Yes.
have a headset on.
Yes.
I love it when he does that.
Stride on the buddy for 25. Stride on the buddy for 25.
go! Oh, is Bob fine? No. I definitely miss his comment. Oh, he's hilarious. No, he's going to start playing again.
They talking about GW?
I think so.
Okay, good.
He's an asshole. Race is everything you
He
can
hates
do.
Catholics.
At the table.
2, 5, 10.
I will say this: if they're talking about GW, he does call me Amish. So I mean, trust me,
does.
I'm aware that he.
I like that. Are you Amish, Mike?
I'm not. I just shaved my mustache, so it makes me look Amish.
Is your horse parked in the
It's
parking
funny.
lot with
It's
a buggy?
funny that that's one of the jokes that I have with a couple of people down in 3-card.
Okay.
Everyone would give me crap because I shave my mustache. I
Yeah.
never have a mustache. It
Okay.
annoys me more than anything in the world. I can grow my beard as big as I want. It doesn't annoy
Yeah.
me. Mustache drives me nuts. So they're like, "Oh, Mike, you look Amish." I go, "Yeah, my horse and my buggy are outside. Sebastian and my cousin. What was my cousin's name? Hebediah.
Hebediah. I like
Hebediah and Sebastian are outside waiting for me to get off of work. So every time someone looks at me and they're like, "Just wait till I see what car you drive," I'm like, "Oh, it won't be hard to find. It's the only one that's got a horse. So feel free to go damage my car. My horse will kick you in the face."
Yeah. You got any oats for the horse or
Yeah,
something?
exactly. You gonna go feed him?
You're not in the hand.
This isn't a petting zoo, sir.
Exactly.
Linnell here with a straight draw. Kimberly with third pair. Linnell can only hit the 3 of hearts.
If you have a horse, I want you to name it one of two names, Snoopy or Prickly Pete. One or the other. It has to be one of those.
Show me.
8 wins. The Black Widow takes it down.
Thank you. Ms. Ann. Ms. Ann. What's it called? Ms. Ann. ANTR1.
Vanessa looks like she could take a nap. She's like, "Yeah, I'm good with nap time."
What do you do if somebody falls asleep at your table? You have to kick them out?
I kind of leave that one up to the floor. Most of the
Okay.
time what happens to me is I'll give them while I'm there, and then I'll walk over in the push, and I'll be like, "Hey, by the way, guy in seat, whatever, is, nodding out. Just keep an eye on him," kind of thing.
Okay.
And they'll ask me, "Oh, is it alcohol, or do you think it's, lack of sleep thing?" And I'm like, "I don't know that it's alcohol related because he hasn't drank anything, but he just looks like he could take a nap right now."
Yeah. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Marshall, you got that voice for a country star calling.
Yeah, right. Wasn't he in the traveling Wilburys too with Roy Orbison? Pretty sure.
I know.
Played so passive. I don't like how passive, but yeah, it was the traveling Wilburys.
If you know you're playing so passive, sir, feel free not to play as passive. Only you can prevent forest fires. And he flops 2 pair. And he gets someone to bet to him. Kimberly bets 75. Square dance caller makes the call with his straight draw.
Raise.
Marshall has 2 pair here. He's going to lead out
315.
with the check raise.
Talk about us or late boomers. Buddy here next to me. I'll hear his stories all day for 3 hours, and that's an hour to make $4 grand. All right, I'll let you bluff. I love his stories.
No bluff.
Definitely no bluff.
Just to go on the point that Linnell was just making, if you're at the table today, you're an early speedster, a big closer. What are you doing, Mike? how you're going to play today.
Knowing this group of characters, I don't know that there's a way that you could play. I think you have to just adapt to what's going on. Like,
Okay.
you can play aggressive like Square Dance Caller. You can play conservative like somebody like Black Widow or something like that. But I feel like the best thing is you got to find that hybrid style where it's like, okay, flip over some big hands early where you hit hands, and then people will start giving you credit for those. Then you can open up your range a little bit, play a little different, play some bluffs on boards and stuff like that. So I think that's like, you kind of have to sit down and feel out your table that you're on, because and especially this table, because we've seen Walter make raises with Queen 5 offsuit, and we've seen Linnell make raises with 8-3 and stuff like that. But then we see Doc's getting it in with 7s and jacks and aces and can't win. So I think it's one of those where this game specifically, you have to really see what everyone's doing before you fall in love with a play style.
Okay. Our friend, I know he's a good friend of yours, Skunky McGee.
Oh,
okay.
Skunk, what's up?
He always tells me people play different when they're on the live stream.
You can see that some players do change their approach.
Yeah. If you watch this show on a weekly basis, which most of the same players, Marshall's here every week, Linnell's here every week,
Yep.
Black Widow's here every week, Vanessa's here every week, Walter, all these guys. Okay, do you come into a Thursday matchup next week and you decide you want to play on the table? Do you feel like you have an advantage because you've seen these guys play, or are you going to be shocked when you sit down at the table?
I don't know that I would feel like I have an advantage. I feel like I would be comfortable sitting in on the game. But again, everyone can play different at different points. So it's a familiarity where it's like, okay, like this person likes to do this in this spot. This person likes to always raise under the gun, or never raise under the gun no matter what they have. So you get comfortable with knowing people's tendencies.
Yeah.
But you sit here and, one time it's one thing, and then, the next time they could have absolutely nothing. That's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily know that I would come in with like, I know that I'm going to sit here and I'm going to crush this game. Like, but I would know, okay, this person tends to like to do this person doesn't like to do that. So now I can kind of plan out some things that may happen later in the day.
Yeah. The reason I mentioned that is I don't want anybody to be afraid to play on the live show.
No, absolutely not. I think that's one of those things where players, the more they play on here and the more they see things, it helps them, because I think this is also something where people that go back and watch themselves play can see, oh, I hit a big hand here, but you can see my body language shift, or I sat up real quick, or something like that. That may be a giveaway to someone if they're paying absolute attention at all times. Sometimes things like that fall through the wayside, and that's okay. But it's one of those things where I just think it's a comfortability standpoint.
Okay, I get you.
You feel comfortable knowing that you've played with these guys. You know what their hand ranges are. You know what they like to play. If you hear somebody like Kimberly go, "Oh, I have my favorite pocket pair."
Yeah.
Now you know. Okay, if she has one of her favorite pocket pairs, she could have 9s here. Okay, do I have 2 overs? Do I only have 1? Stuff like that. I think that's the thing. It's learning. This gives you the ability to learn these players without actually sitting there for 4 and 5 hours, having to hope that you can learn something that they do. So I think that's the thing. And people do play 100% different about things.
Okay.
Raise to 60.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if that one pays off. All right, so they switch cards. Square Dance Caller. Here he comes.
Raise to 175.
Yeah, Vanessa looks very bored. She's like, I want to play a hand. I want to play poker with my friends.
Yeah.
Pick me. Oh. No Narb with his pocket pair. As Vanessa reaches across to look at his hand. as they play the donkey noise in the
The
background.
donkeys are in the background.
That's how I want to eat call.
I'm an heat call.
That's a lot different. That's like stay out of the damn panic. One or two things is going to happen.
and Marshall flops 3 jacks. Gotta love it.
Burro.
So in the interesting world of the National Football League,
Okay.
Adam Schefter tweeted 5 minutes ago, quote,
100.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson was not at practice today.
Oh, no.
Jackson said yesterday that his hip was sore from his TD flip.
Oh, God, no. Talking about another local guy, Lamar Jackson. You know, I was watching, when I'm watching, looking at Facebook, and when an old Ravens video came out where they showed some plays from Lamar in high school. And he went to high school right down here in Palm Beach County. And to see him dominate in high school, it's like he was playing a bunch of little kids.
It's
really
literally like high schooler playing on like a pee-wee field.
It really felt like that. It's like a man playing amongst children. It honestly felt like that. And then there's sometimes when you watch his games in the NFL and you feel the same way. I mean, every time he's on the field, he's the most dynamic, fastest.
Absolute game changer.
You know, he is. He's unbelievable.
So El Burro, he got a call of 100 on the flop. They went check on the turn. His 3 jacks. I don't think that Brandon is going to be able to call anything with his pocket 5s.
Are you hungry?
I feel like his hand's been taking a while.
Well, it's one of those where the pre-flop action took a little bit, and the flop action was not as fast as usual, but it went move. The check going turn, and now Brandon's trying to literally put him on a hand. Well, what did you limp with? 'Cause you got to remember, Brandon folded, or Brandon folds there. But he straddled.
Yeah.
So it started on El Burro, and if he random jack like that, like he actually had, could have been there, or maybe like a pair of 8s or a pair of 9s or something like that that were obviously ahead of Brandon's 5s. So it's one of those where it looks like he took the second to really process.
I see that. Yeah.
The where El Burro was in the action, stuff like that.
Right on the button, guys, for 25.
I want a middle here because I want a certain type of green chip.
So there is that.
Oh, there is. It's batshit crazy.
That was a weird explanation.
You want to know.
Is that 20 or 25?
25.
Would you have 10s? I had a small pocket pair, but
9s for Walter, 7s for Linnell. So we may have a little bit of action here.
That's what I was thinking. So I was trying to just catch up a little bit.
fill up on the river. Not good.
Wow. Square dance caller calls with 9 deuce. Doc with ace jack. Brandon with 6s. And El Burro's going to limp with king jack. And now Jerry's option with deuces. We're going to go, what is that, 7 ways to a flop here? It's a big one. Let's see here. Let's try to process what's going on. Brandon with a set of 6s. Jerry's got a straight draw.
50.
Square dance caller has a straight draw.
Raise to 150.
All right, now we're talking. Oh no, that's which one is this? I'm surprised. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Raise
vodka Sprite and like one of these, you know what I'm saying?
You ever flipped and hurt yourself?
Yeah.
That's something you do
Guys-
on a regular basis?
Guys like me don't flip.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I'm old, man.
Just want to know for sure.
Like, I can't drink all that. That's too much volume for this old man.
Question. So I felt like Dwight Schrute right there.
Whoa!
Rookie quarterback. Which one has the brightest NFL career?
I'm not the fan.
Who you taking?
I like the initial razor.
I'm taking Mac Jones.
No, I don't love the team that he's on currently, but I do like the upside that Justin Fields brings to the table.
Okay. Mobile quarterback.
He looked pretty good against Cincinnati on Sunday. Obviously, Mac Jones is probably in the best position to be in an immediate contender / immediate role of actually producing.
Yeah, I'm taking him just because of Bill Belichick.
Yeah. I don't love Trey Lance. I don't hate Trey Lance. I just don't love him. I don't love that he's got to try to go out there and beat Jimmy Garoppolo, which the Niners for some reason love. Zach Wilson looked awful.
Yeah.
On Sunday, so
that's a really rough team to play for.
But I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Mac Jones just for the simple fact that he's.
I would say that the way it looks at it, it's probably Mac Jones and Justin Fields, and then it's everybody else. Like those
Mac
are the
Jones,
two guys.
there's nobody pushing him right now. Cam's gone.
Yep.
I don't even know who his backup is. I'll be honest with you.
Probably Jared Stidham.
Yeah, something like that. But like, Justin Fields and the Red Rocket. Is that what
we
they
love
still
Andy
call
Dalton.
him?
We
The
love
Red
Andy
Rocket?
Dalton.
Yeah. You got all these guys that are challenging each other, and then Mac Jones is just there like, hey, I'm the starter. Him and Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence plays for a terrible team.
Trevor Lawrence probably has the best upside,
Yeah.
but he's really got to get out of Jacksonville.
Exactly.
I'll let her know if she is. Just come up.
Let's see. The backup for Mac Jones.
I think it is Stidham because that was their guy for a little while.
Ooh, running it 3 times. I like running it 3 times. That's fun.
Ooh, that's just fun.
I'm getting bored. Oh, well, you might want to ask first. He doesn't care.
Their backup quarterback is Brian Hoyer.
No way.
Yep,
Brian Hoyer still plays?
I guess.
He's the best coaching quarterback there
All right,
ever
so Walter gets it in. They have agreed to run it 3 times. He only has 1 out. All right,
Didn't get it that
so
time.
That 6 is full.
Didn't get that time either.
3 6s.
Nope.
7. Nope. Scoopy Loopy
Wow.
for Brandon.
Thank you, sir.
You have like 15.
Yeah, much better.
Thanks, Brandon.
You'll know when you're an alcoholic. Believe me, it'll make sense when you're an alcoholic.
I like his little bag to hold his chips in. It's not as classy as the Frogs bag, though.
No.
I don't think there's anything better than carrying your chips in a Crown Royal bag.
No, not at all.
I think that should be like, everybody should do that.
I agree.
Max value, like, every time I get a set, it's all fucking diamonds and I got 2 black cards.
Because they want to inflict as much pain as possible, Alvaro. Obvious.
It's a game of skill.
Bomb pot has been declared.
No, it's La bomba.
Tommy Potty.
That's all you guys all were doing, so I generally go with the flow. Unless the flow is, something I totally disagree with. Ooh, somebody could win both these.
All right, so the first board, all I can see is the 5 of hearts.
Well, I had 5-7. 5-7.
Kim leads out for 50. Vanessa calls. Doc has shipped all of his chips in the middle. Here's one piece of jam sandwich for you.
I'm not behind this. I'm stuck big time, so call me.
New iPhone comes out tomorrow. You going to get it?
Probably not right away. Mine works. I'm getting a iPad Air.
You know, it looks really nice. I'm trying to talk my wife into we don't need it for sure. The kids are just going to steal and play their stupid games on it. But I really want one.
So it's 5, 4, 7, 3, 6, 4 are the 2 boards. Doc has put all of his chips in the middle. It looks like Kimberly has asked for a count. Obviously, on these 2 boards, we don't have the ability to see the player's hole cards, so this is all just guessing on our end. I'm gonna say that Kimberly has something like ace 4, so she has a pair on both boards, and she's like, I have a shot to maybe win both boards with a pair, so why not put out a bet? And then Doc's like, nope. And let's not forget Vanessa's sitting behind. She may call because she literally just wants to stay awake. Fruit Punch Gatorade, the official Gatorade of Square Dance Scholar.
That's good. If they don't have lemon lime, I always take Fruit Punch. It's always my second choice, but it's good.
I can't drink Fruit Punch Gatorade anymore.
It does something to me. I don't do it all the time.
I can't do it anymore.
Gives me an aftertaste.
I decided one night that my chaser of one sort was going to be Fruit Punch Gatorade for the alcohol that I drank, and I regretted it instantly.
Nice.
So Doc had a straight on the top board, and I believe it was a pair on the bottom board that ended up being trips. So
Here's a difficult question, Mike. You know, I like to throw these curveballs at you constantly. Favorite female wrestler of all time?
Lita.
Lita. Okay.
Yeah, I thought she was the first one that was like a real
wrestler,
in-ring competitor, and she came a long way from being like a valet to then being with the Hardy Boys.
Even the stupid storylines that they went
yeah,
through.
some of those storylines were awful, but her in-ring work made up for it, and I think that was she was probably the first one that I was real big on.
Favorite current female wrestler?
Favorite current female wrestler is
Britt Baker, DMD. Please say it.
If it's not her, then I would say that it is probably Becky Lynch.
Okay, the man. I like that.
I enjoy the new heel persona, so
yeah. I like it.
I'm also it's probably those two. It's probably those two by a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not an Instagrammer. My job is pretty much social media. Okay, I do all the social media, most of it for Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that other stuff. So, but I follow a couple of the female wrestlers on Instagram.
On the Instagram?
Britt Baker. She's she's classy. She's from Pittsburgh. She likes the Steelers. We got to get her here sooner or later.
I'm in.
I mean, why wouldn't she come to a place at the Rooney Zone? But and she's an actual dentist, like a real life DMD, and that's the coolest thing about her. Like my wife, when we watched it one night, and she's like, "Who is that? And why would she wrestle if she's actually a doctor?" She literally looked it up and made sure because she's like, "Why?"
She's a true-fledged dentist.
And the one that I like to follow now, and if you're on Instagram and you like wrestling, follow Ty Conti, and you're not going to be disappointed. I like her.
Yes, she's a good follow.
She's great. She really is.
She has great energy levels.
A lot of personality.
Yes.
Well, it's an awfully draw heavy board.
I mean, I shipped it on West Palm the other day.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Yeah.
See, they're talking about a previous hand that Brandon did something that could have gotten Walter to call there with his 9s when Brandon had a set of 6s.
Cheers, everybody.
Salute. Salute.
Here's to Brandon being a dick.
Oh, got him.
Here's to Brandon.
Walter, you're a good man.
I like
Here,
it.
Get another jack on me when I got an ace.
I like it a lot. That's why we love Thursdays here.
Absolutely.
So I have to call.
Okay, so this is a fun one. I'm going to ask your opinion on this.
Okay.
Blake Harris of True Blue LA has put out a tweet that says, Dave Roberts said that, quote, there's no doubt in his mind
Okay.
that if they're playing game 163 for the division or if they're in the wild card,
Uh-huh.
guess which pitcher will take the ball for the Dodgers?
I mean, the first person that comes to mind is like, well, Clayton Kershaw, somebody like that.
Dave Roberts has announced that Max Scherzer is getting the baseball.
Okay.
He just got there like
Yeah.
a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
and he's like, you know what?
That's their
That's
guy.
the guy.
I mean, when you have
Saying that he is, quote, the best pitcher in baseball.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you have a team like that, the Dodgers are reminiscent of the Yankees, where it's like every year they put together like an all-star team. You know, the biggest score I felt like they had was Trey Turner. I think he's just absolutely amazing.
Oh, he's an absolute game changer for them.
He is. And
yeah.
those slides that he makes into home.
Oh, he made another one the other
Oh,
day
he
that,
did. I saw
that
that.
mesmerized me.
He's amazing. He really, and he's from here too. That's
Yes.
why I root for him.
Absolutely. He's a local guy.
Born
He's
in
really
Lake
fun,
Worth.
really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Tomorrow starts one of the biggest series in baseball for the season. Yankees-Red Sox
That's
at
big.
Fenway. That could be a big one. That could be direct playoff implications.
I always say, I don't care how bad each team is. I don't care if there's no implications of playoffs. I will watch the Yankees and the Red Sox. I don't care if they're the two worst teams in the league. It's always a matchup I want to watch.
Well, this one's got some severe playoff implications because Red Sox are up 2 games on the Blue Jays, a game on the Yankees, I believe, for the wild card spot. So we're right in a spot where this is going to have direct
It is.
correlation to what happens.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting? 6-12 pack of beer before he goes out. One day he didn't do that. He drove back to the clubhouse and they got 2 pails of beer. He drove back down to the second team because the first team went, yeah, somewhere. Drink these now.
Yeah, I used to play like I could like 6 or like when I got to like 6 or 7 beers, I was okay. Like, just past that, and it started. Like,
So the best team right now in baseball, or the hottest team in baseball right now, is St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, they are.
Won
Like
11, they've won 11 in a
Yeah.
row. They're playing a day game currently in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee just hit a grand slam.
Oh, wow.
So now it's can the Cardinals keep the win streak going by rallying back? They've done so much crazy stuff in this, so it's nothing is out of the realm of possibility for them.
See, I root against the Cardinals, A, because they've always played the Braves tough. And
Yep.
I have a friend that's a fan of the Cardinals that I
Okay.
I always root against. You know, you have friends like that.
Yeah, one of my best friends is a Yankee fan. Trust me, we go back and forth. This
Yeah.
weekend's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and so he's a big Cardinals fan, and sometimes I forget what a team they have. They still got Goldie, and Goldie's still a hell of a
Arenado.
hitter, and they got Arenado, and I mean 2 of the better hitters in baseball on that team. You know, they've got a team. They really do.
Oh boy. So Brandon turns a straight on square dance callers trip jacks here. They go check on the turn. Brandon obviously was hoping that square dance caller would continue betting.
The widow's the luckiest. You know, you get the luckiest card.
Pumpkin chip being thrown around.
Cards in one session after what happened.
Take 5 black. 5 black.
Then have to wait another half.
Take a Jack and Coke.
Ooh.
Captain and Coke. Captain and Coke. Thank you, sir.
Going for the captain, Jerry. Going for the captain.
Captain likes the game. Jack sucks the shit. What were the sides?
They have everything. You name it.
Sweet potato.
Mac and cheese with brisket, collard greens, baked beans, french fries, baked beans are amazing.
Yeah, you gotta bake these. I guess your first time there, whatever, they'll give you a tray. The sample all the time.
Doc hits a full house on the river.
Mission
Barbecue.
That's on the point. I looked up online. They're all over the
Doc, where's
country.
your,
I had no idea.
where's your
Yeah,
mission
they're
bar?
everywhere.
You went to Boyd?
It's a big, huge franchise.
Yeah, Boyd.
Yeah, point. Yeah.
That's one I go to too. And my daughter's at Jacksonville.
I ate into one in Port St.
Yeah.
Make it 350, Doc. Make it 350.
Same.
Oh, come on, Doc.
Here's what we should
Exactly
do.
the same.
I'm running bad, he says.
Like quality control.
Well, they have,
It takes 16 hours to cook like the first year.
that's true. It should be slightly different sometimes. You would think, you know, the cooks change, but I guess they follow a certain recipe, and everything is weighed to a certain amount. So something like, you know, that's the only way you can cook it.
Doc,
That's what I'm saying.
I have a great idea.
What's that? I guess they do.
We go to Mission
Same thing I
Barbecue.
cook at Benihana's and
We
stuff
talk
like
to them
that.
about
Everything is
advertising
weighed
on the
bronze, and
stream.
they have a script that they have
Instead of them
I told I was gonna wear their
and
shirt.
have them give us free food every time.
See, guys, you're giving them all the free publicity right now. You haven't
They
even.
don't know. Yeah. And like,
But
look,
it's my idea.
Mr. Barbecue's good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was good. I ate some. It was good. It was scrumptious.
Oh yeah, it was real
And
good.
I've had it at my community. Like they'll come, they'll bring a huge truck out. Like
Nice.
they'll just bring this like monster truck out and like serve it right there. And I'm not advertising for them. They're great.
There's a couple places in Vegas where I live there. That's, you know, the outside, not commercial.
But yeah, no, that's a chain of restaurants. Mission Barbecue's all over the country. And Tim
Yep.
was Tim Wright, who's a food connoisseur and loves barbecue. He was talking about them a couple of weeks ago.
No silverware, no stuff. A napkin and your hands.
There's a chain restaurant like that as well. There's one in Williamsburg. Yeah.
Voodoo? Is it Voodoo? There was a Voodoo.
Jack 9-4 here, the flop.
Pufferfish knows what they're doing. Hit exclamation enter. Win a ticket to the big dog.
Big dog, big dog, big dog.
No, not this year. I just can't. I don't know, swimming pool company. So we gotta get between service and 160.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I was a certified balloon spa operator for 12 years.
Oh, were you? In Texas?
No, up in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I ran a health club.
Jerry has Jack 10, square dance caller with ace Jack. Doc was 7-8. This is the one time if you look at their numbers, Jerry could hit a 10 to give himself 2 pair, but it would do him no good because it would give Doc a straight. So he's literally drawing dead.
Pufferfish, he wrote
Oh, there it
writes
is.
in, says, hello guys, first time watching live, not a replay. Loving PBKC, I drive down from store. That is awesome.
Hello, Pufferfish.
What's up?
Are you listening to what we're saying?
We miss you.
Oh, hey, look, it's GW.
Everyone misses you but me.
He made a return visit. Hello,
Wow, that's really
my
awesome.
friend.
You know the good
Square
thing?
dance caller gets rid of his ace Jack.
Greg, you know the good thing?
Doc's got a straight here.
My penis gets a break.
Oh,
Oh, these guys.
Whatever the first game is, the first day of October, you're already in, just so you know. Whatever the first day that we have a game in October, whether it's the first, second, third, I don't know the date, I'm going to check it. I'm already penciling you in.
Could be next
For
Thursday,
seat
though.
5. Seat 5 is yours already. And then we'll move around the rest. I
bet 500. What do you do?
Okay, that's the
All right. You want to
we got there next.
I am though, yeah. I got it straight, but I got the shitty side. It's been running so bad.
Thanks for watching, Pufferfish. Glad you entered to win the ticket to the Big Dog. We're going to give that away on October 2nd during Rose's show, playing some PLO on that Saturday afternoon.
We love that game. It's
We
a lot
do.
of fun.
Show schedule
Wow,
this
Doc,
week.
Doc folded the straight there.
Ooh. Tomorrow night we go live at 7 o'clock with Benny's Table. Play some more No Limit Hold'em, and then on Saturday, I'm not sure if Rose is going to be here or not. I just saw she was going to the Dominican Republic, so I thought she had not scheduled vacations to be here on the Saturdays, but whether she's here or not, we're going to be playing PLO on Saturday.
We will be here. I'll be in production that day.
Okay, cool.
So I'll be in the booth.
Nice. Behind the scenes.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have called you.
I ran the whole play. They needed somebody who was doing Well, yeah, well, we had all that stuff, but the load was so heavy.
And then you got to straddle with. You got 5 straddle.
We were open like 5 in the morning until 11 at night.
Whoa. That was cool. Those cards like Ninja Star.
Everybody's hiding their cards now.
I don't know if they're hiding them. I don't know.
They
that
don't even know it.
I don't know that the card readers picking up on what's going on.
I know. No, here's the thing. They've all figured out a way so the card reader can't read them. You got to think outside the box.
By not putting them in the box.
Yes.
So 9-8-4 flop here.
55.
Jerry folds. Doc folds. We're down to Vanessa and Brannon. Queen of Hearts, the turn card. Vanessa leads out for 95. Brannon calls. Three of Hearts, so the flush gets there. Brandon calls. Vanessa's got 2 pair. Brandon has a better 2 pair, looks like. GW making his rounds as he goes back downstairs.
Nice to see GW. Can't wait
Yeah,
to have
it's
back on the
nice.
show.
You're going back down to play.
Nope, but I am a Catholic though.
Oh boy.
Give me the
I'm pretty sure we said our first guest appearance on the show.
Well, Mike, we're going to be in the paddock tonight for Nick
Yes.
DiPaolo.
Yes, we are.
Kickoff of comedy season. It's going to be hilarious.
Yes.
Still a few tickets left if you want to buy them. Go to
Yes,
our
get 'em-
website,
get 'em while you have 'em.
pbkennelclub.com. Click on the Dick DiPaolo link. Go to Eventbrite, pick your tickets. There's only a few left. 2 weeks from now, it is Kevin Farley.
Yep.
He's going to be hilarious.
Yes, he is.
We got the card show coming up on Sunday. We also have another job fair Saturday, 10 to 1, right here on the second floor in the terrace. Join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Vinny's Table, playing some more No Limit Hold'em. That's always a fun show. Friday night's one of our best shows, TGIF. And join us on Saturday to play some PLO starting at 1 o'clock. Go ahead and say goodbye to everyone, Mikey B.
Bye, guys. Go Team USA. Win the Ryder Cup. Let's go.
Go Team USA.
USA.
Hope everybody has a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you tonight in the paddock for the kickoff to comedy season. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on the show with Vinny's Table at 7 p.m. Broadcasted live at 1111 North Congress Avenue here in West Palm Beach. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.